Hello and welcome back to Shulchan Aruch HaRav. We continue in Hilchos Shmah and Baruch Hashem. We're starting a new Siman Nun test 59. Din Brocha Rishona b'Yotzer, the halachas of the first bracha before the Shmah of Yotzer Uboy Vav Sifim. There are 6 Sifim Sif Aleph. Sheva brachas tiknu chachamim l'kriyas Shema. There are 7 brachas Chazal were misakein for the Shema. B'shachar shtayim l'foneh v'achas l'chara. In the morning, 2 before the Shema and 1 after the Shema. Ube'erev, and in Ma'ariv, shtayim l'foneh, 2 before, v'shtayim l'achar, and 2 after. Usamcho yison al pasuk, and this is based on the pasuk Sheva v'yayim hilal ticha. 7 during the day I praise you. It's a pasuk in Tehillim. Bracha Rishona Pesachas b'Baruch. The first bracha of Yotzer Or starts with Baruch. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam Yotzer Or uvarei chayshech, the creator of light and the creator of the former of light and the creator of darkness. V'tiknu lahazkir midas laila v'yayim. And Chazal said you have to mention the fact that Hashem creates night even though it's the daytime. Lahitzim leiv haminim. So we show that we don't believe what the Apikorsim believe. Sha'imrim who say Shamisha bara or loy bara chayshech, that the creator who created light is not the same creator who created darkness. Chas v'shalom. We know that Hashem is one. V'chaysemes baruch, and also ends with Baruch atah Hashem Yotzer Ha'ma'oros. That Hashem is the creator of all the luminaries. The imtav, if a person made a mistake, and instead of what he's supposed to say, he said Brocha to Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam asher b'dvarei ma'ariv haravim, which is the Ma'ariv bracha. If he said that in the morning, v'nizkar miyad, and then immediately he realized his mistake, and then he corrected it and he said Yotzer Or ad siyam bracha. He said the right words all the way through the end of the bracha. V'chasam b'Yotzer Ha'ma'oros, and he finished the bracha with the right ending. Yotzer Ha'ma'oros, the creator of the luminaries. Yotzer, that's okay. Aval, however, if he said the Ma'ariv bracha that Hashem creates the evenings, the loy amar Yotzer Or, and he does not correct himself right away and say Yotzer Or, even if he finishes the bracha and he says Yotzer Ma'aris, lo Yotzer, that's not enough. He's not Yotze. Shaharei kol psicha tikuna. The opening part of the bracha was not done properly. Shaloi berech klal al Yotzer Or. He didn't talk about the fact of Hashem's creating the light at all. Masha ein kain, unlike the other case, kishenizker miyad, if he remembers right away, for Amar Yotzer Or, and he says Hashem created the light, tikein tu'usa, he's corrected the mistake, uberech al Yotzer Or, and he's benched Hashem for creating the light. Now, what if he says he says the opening correctly, Hashem creates the light in the dark, but then he continues and says Asher b'dvarei ma'ariv haravim, he sticks in the Ma'ariv bracha in the middle there, etc., and he says afilu ad siyam bracha, then he continues on with the correct bracha, and then he finishes the correct way as well. Yotza, that's okay. Since the opening and the closing of the bracha were proper, even though in the middle he changed the wording that Chazal gave us, b'diavad, he's okay. Aval im chasam ha'ma'ariv haravim, if in this case where he started with the right bracha, then in the middle he said ma'ariv haravim, and then he finishes ha'ma'ariv haravim, he finishes with the Ma'ariv stuff. Aval pisha pasach b'Yotzer Or, even though he started out with Yotzer Or bilvad only, v'amar kol bracha ketikuna ad chasimasa, and then he said the entire bracha properly until he got to the end, and he said the end wrong. Therefore, le yatza shekol bracha tzricha liyos psichas v'chasimasa ketikuna, because the opening and the closing have to be properly said. I feel b'diavad, even b'diavad, that's not good. Now, the kol makom shelo yatza, in these cases where we said he's not yotza the bracha, lo nizkar shetorah shegomer HaRav, and he doesn't realize that he's finished HaRav, he's like after the next bracha, or if he's davening a different nusach, he's saying whatever it is, lo yafsik lachzor liyotzer Or, he should not interrupt then and go back to Yotzer Or, Beino the Shmah, to interrupt between where he's at Shmah. Yotzer Or achat tefillah shidches. He could continue on to say Shmah, daven Shmona Esrei, and after Shmona Esrei goes back and says Yotzer Or. But afal pisha makdim Kriyash Shmah lebir, because Yotzer, even though he is essentially now said Shema before the brachas, because he didn't say the bracha properly, so it's like not saying the bracha, even though he's saying Shema now before the bracha, the birkas Yotzer shetiknu lefoneh, which is the takana, the way Chazal made this was that it should be before Shema, ein ze ma'akev b'diavad, now that he's in a situation after the fact, because he made a mistake that he's got to correct, so now that order is not ma'akev, k'mo yishbar b'siman samach, as will be explained later in Siman samach. Have a terrific day.